others talk about how having a clear vision is important. Now remember the listen literally. Having a clear vision is important. Well, they are telling you that a clear vision is important, i.e. a vision, images in their mind. So clear vision. A leader is telling you that a clear vision is important. So they're not saying, I chat to myself and I talk to myself in an excited tonality about the plan I have. They're saying that a vision is important. And a vision is very important. Now, a lot of people will say that they don't visualise. Now, for anybody who says that they, or believes that they do not visualise, stop and answer this question for a second. How many chairs are there in your living room? Or if you're in your living room, how many chairs are there in your office or in your kitchen? Now, in order to answer that question, you have to visualise your living room and see that there's so many chairs and couches, settees, whatever. Oh, but I just know how many chairs there are. I just know that there are 4 chairs. Now, if you're not in the living room, you can't see that. How do you know that? You know it because you make a mental image. Your front door, which side is the handle on? Again, in order to answer that question, you have to visualise. Everybody visualises. Some people visualise really well. There is a technique called image streaming by Dr. Wim Wenger. You can find a link for that below. It's a link to a web page which explains the process of image streaming, which is something that if you do struggle with visualising, it's a process which will allow you to become more aware of the things that you visualise and to be able to visualise things clearer. Now, of course, there are some people that are able to make three-dimensional, fully panoramic images in their mind which they can turn around and look at from the other side, full colour, clearly in focus, great big images in their mind. And it's important to have a clear image in your mind of what you want to explain to another person. So if we're going to explain to somebody the benefits of our product or our service, or the benefits of going on a great holiday to a different place this year, which is twice the price, or if we're going to explain to somebody the benefits of joining a gym, or investing in their health, or going to a chiropractor, or taking Alexander Technique lessons, or learning about how they can clear unwanted blocks in their thinking. People sprinkling their houses, do they sprinkle their minds as often? If we're going to properly explain to people the benefits of anything, we need to be absolutely crystal clear ourselves what it is we're offering to the other person, what it is we're explaining to the other person, the opportunity we are presenting to them. So all the rapport skills are absolutely great, absolutely essential. However, if you don't know what you're offering to the other person clearly, you can't explain it to them clearly. Even if you're using all the right predicates, all the right body language, if you don't know what you're offering, how do you expect the person who is listening to you to understand what you're offering? They'll be in a great rapport with you, but they still won't understand what it is you're offering. So having a very clear idea of what it is that you want to offer to somebody, the opportunity that you want to give somebody. So you want to communicate the ideas, beliefs, desire that it's a good idea to go on this holiday location, that it's a good idea to invest in whatever it is, that it's a good idea to buy this product or service. And you want to explain that opportunity to this person. So you need to be absolutely crystal clear. So we can use the image streaming technique of Dr. Wim Wenger to hone our visualization skills. We can use the mind maps created by Tony Buzan to clarify in our mind all of the facets, all of the aspects of the opportunity. And we can take the time just to create a vivid mental image in our mind so that we are crystal clear before we then lead somebody else. So as the exercise today, what I want you to do is to think about one simple thing that you're going to talk to somebody about today. And I want you to take maybe 30 seconds or 60 seconds, 2 minutes if you want to go wild, and fully explore in your mind or on paper with mind maps how beneficial this is. Something that's maybe quite trivial or quite small. Shall we go out for dinner tonight? Shall we go to the movies tonight? I want you just to take a few moments with something that's a very small little issue and become very clear in your own mind on why it's a great opportunity for us to go to the cinema tonight, why it's got to be tonight and not at the weekend, or not tomorrow, or not next week, why it's this restaurant that we should go to and why we should go there rather than the other restaurant. Become very, very clear in your own mind before you explain it to somebody today. Now obviously doing this today and a few more times over the next week will get you into the habit of doing this, and you will then automatically start to do this, just like you automatically speak and you automatically walk and you can automatically drive a car, for example, those of you who do. You no longer have to put any effort into the thinking behind driving a car or behind walking or talking. They just happen because you've practiced them so many times. Tying your shoelace, you've practiced them so many times they've become automatic patterns. The same is true for any behaviour like smoking, biting fingernails. They've just become habitual patterns that have been practiced so many times that now you don't have to think about them, they automatically happen. Some of them, like smoking and biting fingernails, are maybe not so productive, not so useful. However, if you do this today, just take a few moments to really clarify in your mind why it's a great idea that we have to go to this restaurant rather than the others, or we should go out to the dinner or before the movie, or go for a film today rather than the weekend. If you really clarify in your own mind, just a few seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, and do this the next 4 or 5 times, you will start to practice this clarification of your goal, clarification in your mind of what it is that you want to explain to other people. And then this will start to happen quicker and quicker and more automatically and more unconsciously, that you will become better at making those kind of decisions, clarifying in your own mind, having a very clear vision in your own mind, and therefore much, much more able to explain to others. Have fun with this today.